Story 1, How I Lost Love of My Life. My name is Brandon. I meet my ex in 2019. My friend introduced to her. Maybe I was young and dumb, but I fell in love with her within the first week. I remember after one phone call I told myself, wow, I love her. I have never felt this way before. In all honesty, I'm not perfect and we did fight, but one thing I could say is that I truly tried my best to give the best version of myself. The month before she broke up with me, I felt like she was distancing herself from me, and I would talk to her and ask, what is going on, and why are you changing? But she would never tell me the reason. I remember the last weekend we spent together as a couple. We fought and I took her home, and I remember look at her and she was gone, and I didn't want to expect that she was the next day was gone. She broke up with me, and I can honestly say that weeks was very tough on me. Every day there was something new to be sad about. At that time I took in a stray dog and I was trying to find him a new home because I was moving and I couldn't keep him, so she helped me find him one before we broke up. So I still had to see her because I need to give away my dog, and that was a very hard day for me. That day I took my dog to his new owners and I had to see my ex, who I still was in love with. I remember dropping of my dog and my ex, and all I could think about is how the little family I had was gone. I remember stay outside my house scared to go inside because I knew all my ex's things were in there and my dog's bed, etc. So I went to work with my brother, and the second I got back home I broke down and I asked myself, why me? Why do I get this shit? The next day my dad was coming back into town. My dad is the only parents I have. My mom passed away when I was young. So I was really happy that I was going to see him, so I waited all day for him like a little kid. It was getting late and no sign of him showing up, so I called, he didn't answer, and then my brother showed up and told me my dad got in an accident and that I need to take him to the place where it happened. We went, and after my brother got out of the car he told me to take his wife to his house. On my ride back I called my ex. She was the only person I had left to talk to, and she answered the phone and said, hey, I'm really drunk right now, I can't help you, and hung up the phone. I was broken. Couldn't believe that the one person I trusted for than anybody else just said that. I got home, my dad showed up an hour later. He was fine, nothing crazy happened, but the second I opened the door for my dad, my ex started call me. I ignored it and hugged my dad. After my dad got his things out of the car we went to talk in the living room, and he looked at me and said, son, are you okay? And all I could say, fighting back the tears, no dad, I'm not. We started talking about the situation and I had a very deep conversation with him about life and this. Like that, the next week I packed all my stuff and left. I told myself I never want to come back here. Months after everything happened, I went back home. I saw my ex and we had a conversation at the park where we first met, and she basically told me that she cheated on me and that why she broke up with me. I always knew she did, I just never knew that it was a fact. And that's the story of how I lost my love.
Story 2, My Friend and My Crush. Hi, my name is Ella. I recently used to have a really big crush on this guy from my college. He wasn't just my crush, there was another girl that liked him, and his ex was still in the picture and wasn't over him. All of my friends thought things were going really well between us, but then one day I found out that one of my closest friends went behind my back and slept with him twice. The guy was still friends with his ex but had trust issues with her. I still can't figure out why he told her. He told her that him and my friend had slept together but told her not to tell anyone. She was upset, and when she got drunk she told one of my other friends. There was then a massive argument because of this that I got dragged into. I would just like to point out that at this point I had no idea of why they were arguing, and I have no idea why they got me involved. The next day the friend that got told said that she felt really bad that I had been dragged into the situation without knowing what was going on, and then told me everything that had happened leading up to the argument. I thought that my friend was getting close to him before I knew what happened and asked if there was anything going on between them. I wouldn't have been mad if she told me the truth, I just wanted to know if I should try to get over him so it didn't cause any drama in the future. She told me that nothing happened between them and that she would never get with the guy I like. Based on what I got told, I asked her this around a week after they slept together for the first time, and then they slept together again a week after I asked. Side note, a different friend that had nothing to do with the situation had a crush on a different guy, and the friend that slept with my crush got really close to her crush as well. A few months on, I am now over the guy, but they have no idea I know they slept together. The other day, I was feeling ill and the guy was making sure I was okay, and the friend got really quiet and then pretended to be ill despite 5 minuets later jumping around like a toddler right as rain. This wasn't the first time either. Whenever she is around with this guy and I am there, she will be ill or upset, but as soon as he's gone she will be absolutely fine. I have no idea if I should tell them that I know even though it's been months. I also have no idea if I should carry on being this girl's friend, cause she has continuously lied to me about everything, but also should I end a friendship over a guy? If you have any interesting stories you want share, send them to my mail address at the description below.